It's Tuesday, and you know what that means. It's time for Power Bombed in the Pit. We're two tag team partners who love loud music, comedy, art, but most of all, we love the people who do all those things and love pro wrestling. Today we have Tarek Ahmed, frontman of the best thing out of Connecticut since Titan Towers and Hatebreed, Noise Rock Weirdos, Intercourse, and Infinity Land.
Thank you.
We'll start it off how we've started off the last couple episodes. What got you into wrestling? And also on that hand, what got you into music?
Well, my mom got me into music because my mom was always into it.
Okay.
So I was listening to I have really early memories listening to Van Halen, and I specifically remember her bringing home Black Sabbath Paranoid during Halloween one year. She said she wanted to listen to something spooky. So we went to the record
That's
store
a good
and picked
one.
that up. And I remember that just blowing my mind, getting a real hold of my imagination. Wrestling, I remember it was 1992, and one of my friends brought in a fucking the WWF magazine. It was right around a WrestleMania. Fuck, which one was it? Sean, who did Ric Flair fight? I think it was Madison Square Garden, and Ric Flair fought somebody, and he was wearing red trunks, and his head got split open. Shawn Michaels wrestled that giant Gonzalez dude who had the full bodysuit wrestled. Fuck, I should have looked that up before this because I saw
Oh
that.
no, it's all good. We're not going to fact check on you,
But that's when I first I first got into it then, and I got into it really intensely during the Attitude Era, and then once that ended, I just stopped paying attention to wrestling completely. So yeah, I like Attitude Era. I liked WWF. I would watch Nitro too because you'd flip back and forth between them because
Yep.
Nitro was 2 hours. And then towards the end, I even got into ECW. So yeah, that's what got me into it. And I still follow wrestlers, just not modern ones.
Yeah, that's okay. That's respectable. Did
Hmm.
you have a particular favorite wrestler during that time, like even specifically during the Attitude Era that you clung
At
to the most?
first, I first fucking I don't know why when I was a kid I loved Shawn Michaels. I think because he was the Heartbreak Kid and because he was
Oh
fucking just sexy and I wanted to be sexy too.
yeah. Sexy, and we know it.
And you succeeded.
Yeah, thank you. I'm finally. Then it's fucking in WWF. Fuck, what did I really? Oh, you know who I really liked? It's a deep cut. It's a sad story. Is Draws. I really liked Draws when he first came out.
Oh yeah, dude. Man, you can tell
Yeah,
how bad D'Lo Brown feels about all that. The Dark Side of the Ring episode was brutal.
yeah, that fucking sucked. That dude was cool. I thought Gangrel was cool. And the whole Ministry of Darkness thing. WCW, I loved fucking Raven. I thought Raven was the shit.
Yeah.
The thing about Attitude Era was everybody was kind of cool. Like,
Yeah.
I don't really remember there being any wrestlers I fucking hated or despised,
I hated The
except for
Rock when
Jeff
he
Jarrett.
first came out when he was Rocky Maivia.
Oh
Oh,
yeah,
oh, man, this
nobody
dude's
liked
not
him when he first
fair.
came out, but then he
You
was
have
the
the first
man.
best, by the way.
And then he became
He
one
was
of the
the
biggest
best.
stars in the world.
I know it's weird, and he was so edgy and so fucking filthy, and now he's just so clean cut and just family. Remember, you cut the Rock off at second base, and all the shit he would say was so nuts. You can't do any of that shit nowadays. Not that I want to go on a fucking "you can't do that anymore" rant, but
But you can't do
Old man
that
shaking
anymore.
fists at the sky.
yeah, wrestling's not like that anymore.
So since Chris did ask about how you got into music, and you mentioned your mom bringing home, Paranoid,
Hmm.
did that kind of start your journey, I guess, to be like doing something with music, especially as a medium for, or an outlet for your emotions and things like that?
Probably, yeah, I would say so. Um, it's been a one constant in my life. Like I always knew, like when I was a kid, I wanted to be an artist,
Hmm.
and if I didn't know how, like I would try drawing when I was a kid. I was a big drawer. Actually, it's kind of cute. When I was in like second grade, I tried to like write a book and like make
Oh,
all
that's
my
fucking
friends into
awesome.
animals,
Hell
like
yeah.
I anamorphosized them. So I would say so. It's been like almost to my detriment. I have a kind of a tunnel vision on doing music and making that a big priority to my life. And yeah, it probably all goes back to that first Black Sabbath album. And if not that, by the time I discovered Megadeth when I was 10, that definitely sealed the deal, I would say.
Yeah, I definitely would say that.
I'm sure we're around the same age and grew up Beavis and Butthead kids,
Yeah. Well, I'm
Headbangers
41.
Ball kids.
Oh yeah, I just the tail end of Headbangers Ball. I remember seeing the fucking Crow trailer on it when I was a kid, and it's scaring the shit out of me for some reason. So yeah, I'm just like, man, right when it was cool too, because like '94 is like, a year or two after grunge started, and it's like when all that hair metal shit was really just like when I was in second grade, what was cool was Nirvana, and like another big one was Ugly Kid Joe and fucking Green Jelly. So thankfully, I didn't grow up in hair metal. Thank God.
Oof.
I unfortunately caught the tail end of that when I started getting into music, and then it was grunge, and then death metal. Ace Ventura, Pet
Yeah,
Detective changed my life. I'm like,
a
that guy
little
sounds like
bit.
he's got a bear in him.
Hell yeah. Yeah, I think I got into death metal when I was in like eighth grade. I had a friend that was like playing Cannibal Corpse. I was big into like I was big into Cold Chain, and everyone my age was big into Marilyn Manson.
Hey, I went through my new metal phase too. And looking back, some of that shit isn't so bad. I mean,
It's not, it really isn't. Fucking,
first
you
two
know what?
chord
I really
albums
like
still slap hard.
the second Corn album. I think is amazing. I think that's the best thing they did. Fucking yeah, that aged pretty well. Deftones aged pretty well.
System of a
Uh,
Down.
System of a Down aged great. Um, yeah, none of it was real. I mean, like some of the language in it is a little bit
Yeah.
crazy now.
Head PE played here last weekend.
Oh shit.
Like,
They
and
were
they played
on
at like this weird redneck bar.
that's so sick.
It's
They
like
fucking
all,
they had a I never really got into them except they had a really good song on the Strangeland soundtrack.
yeah.
Remember
Straight.
soundtracks?
Say what?
Remember soundtracks?
Yeah, yeah. So,
Like to
totally.
movies, like when they
I
had
mean,
previously unreleased music and they were like
yeah, I think
just these sick compilations.
that ended with like I think like the Sam Raimi like Spider-Man 2 or 3 with the Nickelback song.
Yeah.
Nickelback killed
And like
movie
Freddy versus
soundtracks.
Jason. Yeah.
Uh dude, Escape from LA, The Crow,
Yeah, Crow was a good one. Escape from LA was a good
Singles.
one. Last Action Hero was a sick one.
Yeah, that's how I found out about Buckethead because he's on that one
Fuck
song with the
yeah.
orchestra.
Alice in Chains had two songs on that.
Oh,
Uh,
two
Demon
of
Knight was a sick soundtrack, even though Demon Knight had some fucking previously released tracks on it.
yeah, like a couple, but yeah, like the Ministry song, it was the B-side to Stigmata, I think.
Oh, okay.
Uh,
I didn't know that.
yeah, I didn't know that until I found a copy of it at a used record store, and I was like, "Oh shit, definitely buying this."
That's fucking yeah. I was listening to them like yesterday.
Yeah,
I like
but,
Filth Pig a lot. I don't care what anybody
dude,
says. I think.
that like I was listening to the playlist you made on Spotify, and
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and the song Phil's Big came on. I was like, yeah, dude, the harmonica is so gnarly.
That's so fucking sick.
Yeah,
I didn't
everybody.
get into them until a few years ago. I was never into them growing up.
Yeah, I had older cousins that were like total goth industrial kids, like growing up in the middle of Alabama. So we
That's
all stuck,
sick.
and they turned me on to all that shit like real young, like probably like 9 or 10. I was like, this is like if robots made metal. Like,
I got a Gravity Kills shirt off of fucking eBay a few years back. It was like less than $10. Nobody gives a fuck about that band.
oh, dude, I can't remember if it was I read something about either them or Stabbing Westward or like doing something new, and I was like,
Oh,
wow,
I think Stabbing Westward is actually.
yeah,
Well, I did what is it? Wither, Blister, Burn, and Peel is pretty good.
yeah, yeah.
But then I saw like a meme and someone was like, Stabbing Westward is just Nine Inch Nails plus the Goo Goo Dolls. And I was like, fuck, you just ruined them
Oh,
for me. Because
that
it's true.
it
Dude, I
is.
got into Ramstein like 6 years ago. Like my phone died, so I couldn't listen to music in my car. And someone gave me two Ramstein CDs. And I was just like listening to them in my car is like a goof. Like someone listening to this stupid ass German industrial.
Yeah, I
And
mean, they've
after a
got
few
they
days,
got
I
a
was
couple of
like,
tracks.
this is pretty fucking good. This is this is all right. Now I love them.
Hell yeah.
So
Um,
watch out
uh,
when listening to
what were
music
some
in
of your
jest.
lyrical? Sorry, what you said?
Oh no, I just said watch out when listening to music in jest.
It's
'Cause
all
it'll
good.
grow on you. Go ahead, man.
So what were some of the lyrical inspirations for the new record? I mean, other than life being
Uh,
a fucking shitstorm.
yeah. Well, what always life being a shitstorm. Like I kind of went through this. Like I went through a bit of a fiction journey because I'm a big reader, but I've always read like true crime and nonfiction, like social science books and musician biographies. But I really wanted to like people kept like talking about the writing in reviews, which I thought was like funny because I'm just like being a fucking swarmy prick a lot of the times. I'm just saying whatever's on my mind. So like I was like, all right, I'm gonna like really try to. People think I'm good at this. I'm gonna try to step it up a notch. So I went through a bit of a fiction journey, and I just read a bunch of fiction books, like because
That's
at the time my job was there was a lot of downtime, and I could literally crush like a book a week, like a 400-page book a week.
fuck
So
yeah.
I read like all the Bukowski. I read a bunch of Stephen King books.
Oh
I
yeah.
got into John Irving. I read The World According to Garp. I read
Nice.
this really good book called it's a fiction book, but it was real. I mean, it's not a it's a nonfiction book. It's called Dreamland. I think the guy that wrote it is Sam Quinones. It's kind of like that book Dope Sick. It's about how these heroin cells from this place, I think it's called Jalisco, Mexico, started like in the Midwest and like the whole opiate epidemic. I talked about this in the metal injection thing. What the fuck's his name? Ocean Vuong. He's this Vietnamese
Ooh,
poet.
yes. I
Yeah,
love it. Yes. He is
you're into
fucking
that?
yeah, absolutely. I
Well,
so I'm a poet and I was actually
uh-huh.
going to kind of ask you this because there's a
Hmm.
lyric in one of the songs that talks about writing the dissertation and everything like that.
Yeah.
Uh I went through my master's and got that back in 2019 and that was a feat and a half. And part of it as a
Congrats.
Thank you. And I did my project on poetry because I'm a poet. And one of the people that I talked about was him. And I love his
Oh,
stuff. Like it's very visceral and very like
yeah.
deep and just in your face without kind of being in your face.
Well, he straddles the line between being poetic and using language as like a blunt instrument.
Yes.
Um, but all I haven't read any of his poetry books. All I read was On Earth We're Briefly Gorgeous, and
Uh-huh.
I just read The Emperor of Gladness, which is really
Okay.
sick.
I've
I
been wanting
haven't
to
read a
read
lot
that
of
one.
poetry,
Yeah,
uh, aside
I
from
can send you some of
Bukowski.
them. Yeah, no, you definitely, especially if you like his other stuff, definitely read
Mm,
his
I'm
poetry.
gonna.
There's one uh name is escaping me off the top of my head, but it's all about part of a family member's journey through war in that area,
Mhm.
and having a father who is a soldier and everything like that. And it's very like it's
That's a
very
lot of that. Yeah,
yeah,
that's a common theme in these like novels, and that's
yeah.
yeah. There's a big part of yeah. You gotta just read both. Like
Okay.
Unearthed, we're briefly gorgeous is like it's such a quick read. I think it's like less than 300 pages,
Yeah,
and the
okay.
Emperor of Gladness is like maybe 300-400.
Okay.
But yeah, he's amazing, and he lived in Hartford, Connecticut, which is a stone's throw away from where I grew up, because Connecticut's
Oh,
kind of a small state. So it's
mhm.
ultra relatable to me. So I read that. I got into like short stories. So I was reading like Raymond Carver and Alice
Yeah.
Munro and like all that shit. Oh fuck. Jen Began this wrote this book. This is how I met my girlfriend. She uh recommended this book, Big Swiss, to me.
Okay.
Actually, that was after the album was written and recorded. What the fuck am I talking about?
That's okay.
Anyways, yeah, I haven't read a lot of poetry though, aside from like Bukowski. I did like read some Jeffers
Okay.
because he talks about that, and I don't know, man. I just never really got into. Oh, I read fucking Beloved, the fucking
Toni
Toni Morrison
Morrison.
book. So On Earth We're Briefly Gorgeous kind of reminds me of that because it's kind of like
Okay.
it's Beloved was the only book that I had to read the Wikipedia along with it because I just did not know what the fuck was going on. Then once I like understood, like I could appreciate how she uses language and shit. But
Hmm. Yeah,
so that's what
absolutely.
I did. I just read a bunch of fucking fiction and tried to learn how to turn a phrase better and tried
Yeah.
not to be. I just drove myself. I think about this shit way too much, like way more than anybody should. And so
Kind
I
of like
just
that
overthought
perfectionist
everything.
almost.
Yeah, kinda. I think I rewrote my shit like 3 times.
You
Every
know,
time before we record, I'm like, everything sucks. I need to punch all this up, and I fucking go through everything. And I probably have another album's worth of shit from what I
from
scrapped.
them. Well, that's fucking
But
awesome.
it's fun. Well, the thing about like writing, because the way I do it, I just type it in my notes. I'll think of a lyric here or there. But the
And
thing
just kind of
is like if I have 2,000 notes,
put
99% of them are awful.
Yeah.
So then you're reading all this dumb
Yeah.
shit you
It's like
thought was gonna be good,
discouragement.
and
Hmm.
yeah, and you just fucking hate yourself, and you're just like,
Yeah.
this sucks. Wow, you
Yeah.
thought this would be good, huh? Delete, and it's just so it's kind of I don't want to say humbling because I don't think that high of myself that I need to be humbled. Is kind of a you know what? I can't think of the word.
Well, I mean, when you get that, and I think poetry, at least the way that I write it and how my brain works and how I, start to kind of put lines and stanzas together is I just put whatever line is just popping up over and over again down, and
Hmm.
then either rework it or scrap it. But that then allows my brain to continue to think and maybe come up with
Hmm.
something better. So maybe that is a way of your brain being like, we need to get this shit out of here because it's bad. I want to work
Yeah.
on something better. But
Hmm.
yeah, that I definitely recognize that kind of discouragement when you start to go back through some of the notes or some of the
That's
things.
the word,
This is
discouraging.
awesome. Yeah, absolutely. It sucks and it does wear you down.
It does, but you could just fucking edit and tinker and fuck
Exactly.
around, and
Yep.
the gems just come out of nowhere. You
Yeah.
know, it's just like this weird. I don't think like I kind of like don't even like feel like I write it. I feel like it's just deposited in my
Hmm.
brain sometimes. And it just comes from out of fucking nowhere. And I can't think. I
Automatic
can't think.
writing.
Yeah, it's just fucking. some weird hippy dippy like spacey thing.
Yeah.
That's about as spacey as I get, is thinking that there's like a divine intervention
Yeah.
that helps you think of shit.
Just rains it down on you, you know?
You just got
Well,
to be open to that dimension, man.
Hell yeah.
speaking of space, so you have a song on the new album, I Fell in Love with the Void, called The Ballad of Max Wright. The
Yes,
ad from Alf. Man,
That video though.
oh, the video is amazing, but that dude's downhill slope with
that poor fucking guy. When was the last time you watched Alf? It's on Tubi right now.
Oh,
Yeah, I
fucking
watched an episode of it like last year, I
shit.
think.
And I remember when
Ugh.
we first got fucking Direct TV and they
Uh-huh.
had like Nick at Night and all those other stations that showed stuff, and I was like, aha, here is Alf that I vaguely remember from my childhood. Pretty scary.
Dude, I fucking watched the whole series and it's good. It holds up well.
Hell yeah.
And I had
Okay.
that moment where I was like, because I remember I loved it when I was a kid, but I don't really remember very much about it. But then I was like, oh, this is where I stole my whole shtick from. This is where I stole my whole personality from, is this
I
fucking
love it.
stupid
The
puppet.
extra Mel Mac.
But yeah, Jordan Shumway. Um, is it Shunway or Chum? It's Shunway.
Shumway. Yeah,
Yeah.
Shumway.
Fucking yeah, but Max Wright was like he was a legit actor. He was a legit thespian. He did Broadway. He was on Broadway with Al Pacino and shit. He did a movie a little while before Alf where he played what's his fucking name? Mangala, Joseph Mangala, about the Holocaust. And yeah, he was a very serious actor. He was very legit. And if you watch that show, it works so well because he's so funny. He's so dejected and just like his fucking world is rocked by Alf, and he's like just a great actor. But he was annoyed playing the straight man to a puppet. Like he was just, annoyed just kind of being a prop and all that. And he really resented his success and his role in that show to the point where he famously like just walked off the set without even saying bye to anybody on the last day of shooting. And I was just like, yeah, this is a fucking Intercourse song if I ever heard one. And then I also heard about all the other shit that happened to him afterwards, like his addictions and the sex stuff, and that sucks. That shit always sucks.
Yeah.
So he wasn't allowed to be who he wanted to be, so he had to be them private. So that's always sad, but
Yeah.
so that's why I didn't really bring up any of that shit. I
Yeah.
didn't want to fucking make fun of him. I wanted to pay tribute to him.
Yeah.
But yeah, rewatch out. It's fucking sick.
Well, hell yeah.
It's
We
sick, and
definitely
it's
have.
all because of him.
So, speaking of your new music videos, the Another Song About the Sun video is ridiculous and awesome. And how did you get Greg from the Red Chord to play Dollar General Jesus?
Dude, Greg from the Red Chord loves us, which
Oh,
is
that's
That's so
crazy.
awesome.
dope. Hell
Because I
yeah.
love the Red Chord. Red Chord is like one of my favorite bands from that era. Well, I think they were my top. Yeah, of that 2000s fucking metal thing, they were definitely my favorite band. And
Yeah.
the most consistent too. They didn't put out a bad album. We played with this other band, Sexless Marriage,
Yeah, they're really
and
good too.
they're awesome as well.
My friend Mike,
Um,
he sings for him.
oh,
The
Mike
big old dude.
Morowitz.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he dresses fucking all cool and shit. Like he looks super cool. He like
Dude,
has a vest
he has a
and long
daughter
hair and cool
who looks
cowboy
just
boots.
like him.
Yeah, fucking. We played that show and like we kind of just like yeah, fine, we'll play the show. Like a bunch of our friends were on it, and like I knew it was guys from Red Chord and Sexless Marriage. Like all right, well that's cool. Like they're doing something because it was before they got back together. So we show up and Greg's like, "You guys' album is fucking awesome," and he's like super enthusiastic about it. And it's just like, okay, Greg from the Red Chord likes our album. Well, like that's cool because the show wasn't really that great. Like nobody really came out to it. But after when I was leaving, I was like, well, at least fucking the dude from the Red Chord likes us. Like that's cool. And then he asked us to play their Fused Together reissue. show, and that was sick. And he's like the greatest dude ever. They're actually like they were like super nice to us, and they like paid us really well and like gave us dinner. It was like
Fuck
some of
yeah.
the best we've ever been treated at a show.
Yeah.
And they gave us all like a record and like a oh here it is. It's on my wall. Can you see it?
Oh
Oh,
hell, oh that's big as
sick.
fuck.
Oh yeah. Oh let me get closer. The cool fucking red cord print.
Fuck yeah.
So yeah. When we had the video and oh yeah, every time we fucking play in the area, Greg comes out to see us. Like he like
Yeah.
actually likes us, which blows my fucking mind. So
So,
when we had the song done, well, we had to think of videos because like Brutal Panda wants us to make videos for all the singles and like to spend all this fucking money on PR and shit. So it's like, well, we better fucking do
Fund
this
it.
because we spent a lot of money fucking recording the album. We before when we were in the studio paying for everything and like recording it, we were like, we have to put our whole fucking nuts into all of this shit and really
Yeah.
just do everything to promote it as well as possible and do the real band thing. And yeah, after we recorded the song, I was listening to it and I was like, we should just get Greg to play Jesus in a video. And we approached him and he was like, sure. And then he came dressed, he had his own, he already had a Jesus costume.
Even
you didn't even
better.
have to pay for wardrobe.
Definitely the man for the job.
And yeah, like the whole like thing is like I'm supposed to be getting punished by Jesus. And there's all these takes and he's just like up in my face, like, and it was so hard not to laugh the whole time because he's just fucking ridiculous. He's like a ridiculous person and he's fucking hilarious. And if you watch that video I just put up on our Instagram of him like singing that, he's like a really nice, pretty voice. And he's
Yeah.
just like off the top of his head, just like writing this beautiful song about me. So anytime I feel bad about myself, I just watch Greg serenade me. And yeah, we just asked him and he was totally enthusiastic and he got Karen in on it to help film it and direct it. And best dude. You know, they say never meet your heroes, but I was not disappointed meeting fucking Greg and the Red Chord. They're incredibly sweet and just like the best. So he was so psyched to be in it, and it's just so fucking weird. Because
That's
I
awesome.
fucking love that bit. They played that fucking show, and I was up for, I like lost my voice singing along to every song. And I jumped on guys' back during the fucking final breakdown in the last song in Dreaming in Dog Years.
Uh,
And I was like, that's nuts. I should not
Hypertension,
have
diabetes.
done that.
Yeah, he's the only person that gets a cop pass. It's like, no, you're a cop, but you're a good cop.
Fucking, that's such a weird thing. It's such a weird, like, polarizing thing. I don't know. I mean, he, he was in the fucking red court. I don't know. I can't fucking. I don't want to be like. I don't want to talk of the politics of it.
Yeah.
Are you sure he's a cop? I thought he was just a singer of the red court.
No, yeah. But he does like shit. Like he'll shave his hair and beard for like kids, like fundraisers and stuff like that. And
So
so,
Very
like,
sweet man.
like,
Very
yeah.
sweet
if you get
man.
into the right
And
reasons, that's one thing. But if you
and when
just
I
get
jumped on his back, he didn't flip and murdered me. So
into da, da.
yeah,
Do you remember that band, Tony Danza Tap Dance Extravaganza?
I do. Yeah.
Their singer's a cop too, and I'm like, bro,
What?
yeah, I was like, I used to smoke blunts and play Call of Duty with you, and now you're out here arresting people. Like,
Man, maybe they're just. I don't know. Maybe they're like just lazy cops.
it's like all the early, like
Hot fuzz cops,
early
you know?
2000s, like metalcore bands, like they either became cops, bikers, or just like total gym bros. It seems like.
Well, I mean, Jim Bro and cop is like. I knew a lot. I used to do CrossFit. I used to coach it, so I like. You would coach a lot of cops,
Yeah.
you know, and I met cops that were fucking super big dicks, and I met cops that were really nice people to me, but I can kind of see how they had that mean streak in them that they could be dicks. And I met cops that were just naively trying to do the right thing and be good people and like wanted to vote for Bernie Sanders. So it's weird. I don't like, you can't, there's a problem with the fucking system. There's a problem with the job. It's definitely not needed.
Yeah.
Some people's point of view isn't the same as ours. I think some people sometimes become cops because they want to do good. I think a lot of times, though, they become cops to get on some weird power trip shit.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know every human being, but
Yeah.
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 Definitely met a handful of the good ones for sure, but a lot more dicks.
Right.
But
And in terms of Zootopia, we definitely do have some Judies, amongst everybody else. But yeah.
You know who were good cops was fucking Reno 911. Never saw them.
Fuck yes.
If more people
Ring
became cops because of that show instead of fucking
Yeah.
The Shield.
Man, that
Yeah,
makes it
right.
so much better.
We need more dangles. Less
Yeah.
fucking. What's the name of the guy in The Shield? Vic Morrow.
Yeah, I think so. It's Vic
We need more
something.
dangles, less Vics.
Yeah. Yeah.
So to get off the subject of cops, like, do you have any like favorite matches of all
In
time?
in terms of wrestling.
Uh, I mean that Hell in a Cell where fucking the
Iconic.
I Quit match was pretty good. It's pretty iconic. Or the fucking other one with Mankind with fucking Undertaker where he drops him through the cage.
That's
That
Hell in
was
a Cell.
pretty good. Was that the Hell in a Cell?
Yeah,
That was Hell in a Cell, and the other one was the I Quit match. Yeah.
yeah.
Um. Yeah. Other than that, I can't fucking think of too many off the top of my fucking head. All from that. Oh, there was that fucking. There was this ECW match where fucking Taz stuffed all the barbed wire into Jerry's mouth. That was cool.
Yeah.
Uh. Yeah, I
The
think that's all I got.
yeah,
Yeah.
freaking ECW, the Terry Funk just getting rained on by all the metal chairs. That was beautiful.
Oh,
That was poetry right there. Uh, okay. Like, I know this is a ridiculous question to ask, but like off the top of your head, your top five favorite albums.
oh, fucking Megadeth,
That's
Rust in Peace, Whole Live Through This, Dead Guy Fixation on a Coworker, um, Guar Beyond Hell, and then I'm gonna go Butthole Surfers, like PCPP EP.
Nice.
Ooh.
We got to go see Gibby in the School of Rock Kids on her birthday a couple years ago, and got to
Nice.
be
Yeah, it
super.
was just in this tiny little coffee shop here in town. It's just this tiny little stage where all of these kids plus Gibby are just pouring off of the stage. Like some of them were like on the first step and on the actual floor.
Like coming out of the kitchen.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was wild. Well, awesome, man.
Yeah, I saw them in 2017. They played Growlers Six Fest in
Yeah.
LA, and I paid $300 for two tickets and flew out to LA and only watched them, and it was like the best thing I've ever seen. I love Butthole Surfers.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
fucking rad. So it just popped into my head. I'm pretty sure that it's in, and I could be wrong because my brain likes to mix things up, but I think that there is a lyric in one of the new songs that mentions something about, I know my rights, I watch people's court. Now,
Hmm.
we all know that part of a writer, like even if they do a different character, if they do something that's, not biographical in any sense, still part of us is in some part of a character. Does that ring true in your life at all? Is People's Court or the Judes, kind of in your core memories?
I think for that lyric, that's a quote Alp said. I think I just went on IMDb and was like looking through Alp quotes, and that's where I found that.
That's fucking
So
awesome
that
because
that was
like,
just me quoting Alp. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, that must have been because I don't.
that's
Yeah,
fucking
that was
awesome.
one. I'm gonna say 100% that was an Alp quote
Okay.
because that's
No,
not something I would think of. I don't think. Every now and then you got to do that. You got to just steal a line
absolutely.
and use a
Isn't
quote.
all art in some way stolen from someone else as an influence, quote unquote, you know?
Exactly. And then you got to like let people will find it too, and they'll be like, I stole a few things over the years. I don't think anybody's ever uncovered them.
But like I mean, because it's interesting. Like I love when bands and put in all of these like movie references and pop culture things or
Hmm.
little kind of even literature or literary references that most people might not know. And it's interesting because then my ears perk up a little bit. Like do you do that like in regular conversations? Like do you slip movie quotes in and everything like that, or is this just kind of like your music just a way to get some of those things like out,
Oh,
if
I'm
that makes
sure I do. Most of the music is just like me being me, just cranked up to like
sense?
10. There's not really any difference between how I should I. A lot of the shit that ends up being lyrics are things that I'll say, and I'll be like, oh wow, that has a really nice ring to it, or
Yeah.
things I'll hear other people say. So yeah, absolutely, 100%. There's definitely a few movies I'll quote. The
Fuck yeah.
Birdcage,
Hell
anything with
yeah.
Robin
Dude,
Williams
Birdcage.
said
we're huge
especially.
Birdcage
Yeah.
fans. Well, speaking of movies, have you seen anything lately that just kind of blew your mind, or you're like, shit, that was really good?
I saw I saw this movie with my girlfriend and I didn't like it at all. It was a new
Uh-oh.
horror movie. Together, was it?
Oh
The
yeah.
one with Allison Brie and Dave
Yeah,
Franco.
I didn't like that. I don't know. The two pisses me
What
off.
was it? What was it out of curiosity that
It's like a
you
body horror movie.
gotcha? Okay.
It's just
Body
like,
horror
yeah, I
is
didn't
not
really
your
like that. I'm not a big movie guy. I really like watching shows because they're like more immersive.
yeah.
I used to be a huge movie guy. Like, so all my fucking tattoos are movies. But there isn't really. I recently rewatched American Splendor, which I love,
Mm.
Excellent
and
movie.
we rewatched Jaws, which is like the greatest movie ever.
Hell yeah, it is.
We watched Birdcage. Yeah, Death to Smoochie recently.
Hmm.
Death to Smoochie.
Day of the Dead.
Did you say Death to
Oh, I saw
Smoochie?
it. Yeah, I love Death to Smoochie. I
Dude,
almost
that's one
got
of the
that
best movies ever.
tattooed on my neck. Yeah, I almost got Rainbow Randolph with a gun tattooed on me, but then I was like, do I want a guy with a gun on my neck? Oh, you know what I saw? Fuck, what was the movie I saw? Shit. It's like not Singles. Wait, is it Singles? What's the movie with Ben Stiller and Ethan Hawke where Ben Stiller's the dork and
Oh,
Ethan Hawke? It's a 90s movie and
Uh,
White Winona Ryder
oh,
and
oh,
Steve.
fucking Reality Bites.
Yes, I just saw Reality Bites for the first time.
Oh, it's for real,
Uh,
dude.
yeah, and it was all right. It was kind of like weird to see nowadays for the first time. And I saw Return of the Living Dead too.
Uh,
Not for the first time. I have naked trash tattooed on my
dude,
always the suicide.
I have a Return of the Living Dead hoodie that I was wearing this morning. I was like, it glows in the dark.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Yeah, so that's the newest thing I saw, is Reality Bites and
Huh.
Together for the first time. My
All
girl
right.
showed me some other movies too, but I can't remember the name.
it'll
I'm an
come to you.
idiot.
That's okay.
Yeah.
But you said that you are an avid reader, or at least a regular
Uh-huh.
reader. You said you mainly stick with like true crime, nonfiction, and such. Have you read any fictiony stuff, or what kind of genre are you more into?
Um, all over the place. At
Oh,
this point, it's kind of equal. Um, just because I've been really into trying the fiction thing and getting into like good classic writers. The
yeah.
last fiction book I read was Emperor of Gladness by Ocean Vuong. I'm reading In the Realm of Hungry Ghost right now by Gabor Mate, which
Okay.
is have you heard of that? It's like
I
fucking
haven't.
close encounters with addiction and shit. He's
Okay.
fucking he's like a very well-known doctor and physician that does a lot of work on trauma and child development. I
Oh,
just read Randy Blythe's book. What is it? Like Just Beyond the Light or something, which was actually pretty good, you know?
Yeah, I mean, he's a really good writer. Like,
I like Dark Days a lot, and I don't really listen to metal so much anymore. I liked Lamb of God when I was a kid when their first album came out. I don't really follow them, but I always like thought he was cool because he always wore like scratch acid shirts and shit, and like
uh,
birthday party shirts.
dude's a fucking
And
maniac. Was a maniac when he drank, but
yeah, and it was a pretty good book. It was pretty good. It made me. There's some sad parts. It'll make you cry. So it's like if a book, makes you cry, you got to give it 3 to 4 stars because they're also
yes,
doing the job
exactly.
right.
Exactly. Because
So
that's the whole reason. It's to invoke some sort of emotion, and if it
hmm
invoked the emotion, it did its job.
yeah, it's a collection of essays mostly on dealing with like mortality and
Gotcha. Yeah.
shit like that. And yeah, it was pretty good. I dug that. Um, I went to like some crazy bookstore in Nashville, and I got like the Screaming Jay Hawkins biography. I got Everybody Loves Our Town. It's like an oral history of grunge.
yeah, I've got
Some
that.
book about writing nonfiction. You have it? Have you read it?
Yeah, it's on my bookshelf right now.
Oh, word. I haven't read it yet. Our Band Could Be Your Life is one of my favorites, though. So
Also,
yeah, so good. That Buffalo Surfers chapter is so sick. So yeah, that's what I'm reading right now. I really like it. There's a new Megadeth book that came out. That's like the first 20 years of their career that I'm gonna get because I got to because I love Megadeth.
it's got to
And
be
I'm probably
better
gonna
than
read
Dave's
more.
biography.
I read Dave Mustaine's biography and I read the Rust in Peace book. So those are sick. I Am Ozzy is sick if you run to come across that. That's a really good book. I'm sorry, you just looked bummed out the second I said Ozzy's name. Me too,
Dude.
brother. I've been
uh,
saying for years when that guy shuffles off this mortal coil, I'm gonna lose my fucking mind. And
but at least the first thing he did was take Hulk Hogan out.
yo, Hulk Hogan, Hulk Hogan saw all the love he's got, and he was like, "It's time," and he fucking died, and everyone was just like, "Good man, fuck you, Hulk Hogan, burn
Exactly.
in hell, you racist bastard."
Yes.
Dude, you know who W. Camus Bell is?
I think so.
He's a black writer. He's on like a lot of like the Daily Show and stuff like that.
Oh, okay.
Uh, but he did this whole thing about Hulk Hogan. He's like, Hulk Hogan is from Florida. Hulk Hogan was the most Florida man ever. It's like even his sex tape he had racial slurs.
I saw that. Yes, that's
So
fucking
good.
great. Yeah, fuck Hulk Hogan.
Indeed.
Break his back, fuck his ass, make
Make
him
it
humble.
humble.
Nobody's gonna miss him. Oh, the Iron Sheik. Yeah, that guy
Ashiki, on
was a gem.
the other hand.
Suppose I know like you probably don't have a lot of time, so we'll try to wrap this up pretty quick. So speaking of wrestling, if you could wrestle anybody, who would it be, dead or alive? And would there be any stipulations to the match?
Well, I mean, all right. Well, my first now, first of all, I kind of want to just say Hulk Hogan.
In a
All
hair
right,
versus hair match.
there's one. I mean, if I can get him to like, if you could like, if I could fight him in a match where like we handcuff him to something, I would say Chris Benoit because he was just a monster. I would just
Yeah.
drop a cinder block on his head, and
Leave
but I
everybody.
mean, it really wasn't his fault. He did have CTE, like pretty
Yeah,
fucking bad. So maybe
Sure.
Vince McMahon because he's kind of responsible for all that. Or if I
Yeah.
want to be kind of gross and pervy, I could say stable. You
We
know?
dude,
might as well go gross and
it's
pervy.
so scary how her and Brock's daughter got none of her genes except the blonde hair.
Wait. She had a kid with Brock Lesnar?
Yo, dude.
I didn't
No.
know
When
that.
we get off here, I'll send it to you. It's fucking
I know
shit.
Brock Lesnar's daughter looks just like him.
Oh, dude, yeah, that Sable's her mom.
I did not know that.
Yeah, her Brock Lesnar been together for like 20 years or something.
Good for him.
True.
Bad for their daughter.
Although she could
You
kick
know,
anybody. So.
Yeah, true.
I like a fucking muscular woman. I like a girl with traps. I don't give a fuck. I
Just
think they're
you just like to
great.
be held every once in a while, right? Everybody does.
I want to,
To scoop you
I
up.
want to, I want a woman that I know could snap my neck. You know,
Whether on accident or purpose, you'll never know.
I like that because I'm also like into bodybuilding and shit. Like, not like like I don't juice or anything, but like I like to work out, so I
Yeah.
could appreciate a physique.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Especially
I'm there
the
for it.
dedication, for it too. I mean, that brings a whole other level of, commitment.
Oh,
Some
before
China
we go,
love.
I'll tell you the fucking so fucking I knew the people that are responsible for the China documentary.
Oh.
Like, and I will say up front, like they should have fucking let her stay in Japan. Like they
Yeah.
shouldn't have talked her into coming to the United States, obviously. But I got to meet her at a convention, like when they first brought her, like the day after she came back to the US.
Wow.
Like the convention where she hooked up with Mick Foley. And you ever see him talk about how that last time they hung out where they watched
Yeah.
WrestleMania together? I was at that fucking convention
Oh shit.
That's
at her
awesome.
table when that happened. And that was really sad. She was a really fucking sweet lady. If
Yeah.
you like in person, I mean, obviously she was
Yeah, I mean, you could just tell like when
damaged.
she was on like this real life, like when she wasn't all like fucked up, like she just seemed like super chill and cool. And her manager, like at the end of her life,
Yeah.
his son is the guitar player for that band Ceremony.
What?
Yeah.
That's insane.
Yeah.
Dude, when I fucking met her, it was so weird. She was like timid. It was
Yeah.
very strange. That poor lady. I'm so pissed off that that happened to her. They should have just let her fucking be a teacher in Japan and fucking
Yeah.
get on with her fucking life, you know? Sorry, I didn't mean to be a bummer, but I just had to name
No,
drop
no,
her.
totally not. I mean, hey, wrestling is filled with bummers. I mean, dude, I watched Owen Hart fall from the rafters, so
Oh
yeah.
yeah, I watched that too. I was watching. I think I have that on tape somewhere. I mean, I definitely have that on tape somewhere. I was watching that shit live. I used to get like every pay-per-view when that shit happened.
Yeah, Sam. Well, all right, man. Well, thank you for taking time
Yes,
out of your
thank
busy
you.
schedule. Do you want to like plug anything?
Yeah, our album. I want to say, cops and policing are bad. Just for
Yes.
the record, policing is bad.
Yes.
Um, just so nobody tries to fucking twist my words around on the fucking internet. We know how people like to be.
Yes, that
I
is
said I
true.
met like one cop that was naively nice. Um, yeah, our album's coming out. Please fucking pre-order it. Please pre-order it.
Tell
Yes.
our like, 5 viewers
I'm
when
always
it's
like
called.
afraid when a label gives us money and puts out our album. I'm always just
Yeah.
like terrified it's gonna like underperform and they're gonna be like, "You motherfucker, that's all you got? That's all you fucking sold." So
Look how
yeah, we
many
have more
like
singles.
presses you put through everything is pornography. I got like 20 presses.
That's yeah, that's on its third press and we're almost out of those.
Yeah.
So you know what the thing is though is there was like 3 years between Everything is Pornography and our next LP, and now we're just releasing an LP every other fucking year. So
Well,
I think
awesome.
we kind of like after this, I think we gotta wait a year or two. I mean, we're definitely
Let it
you're
settle a little.
definitely not getting another album next year.
That's for damn sure. Y'all gotta rest a little bit.
Oh,
Well,
and come and see us in fucking, if anybody's out there that's in any of the states, we're hitting a bunch of states that I've never even been to and we've never played. So
Fuck
even
yeah.
if it's a fucking Tuesday, just come out and see us and it'll be fun. And come and find me and we'll drink a beer. It'll be good.
all
Hell
right,
yeah.
yeah, if y'all
Yeah.
come to Northern California, just let us know and we'll get.
That's on the fucking,
That's
that's
on the
really,
list.
we're trying
Fuck.
to. We're trying to fly to the West Coast,
Okay.
definitely, eventually, and play shows. Wait, how the fuck did you see us at Metal Fest? How did you see my old band at Metal Fest?
So I'm from
How do you
Alabama.
remember that? Nobody else remembers that but you and me.
Some a bunch of friends of mine from Alabama, we all just like mobbed out and went up there because none of us had ever been to like the Northeast before. And
That's fucking, that's so random.
all right,
Nobody even remembers that. Fuck. Yeah. That band will, so they're back. That band will Weapons Bring War is back with a new singer and God bless them. Like that's cool. They asked me to do it, but it was like 2 years ago and I was like way too busy and like I don't know, I haven't sang death metal in a while, so I don't know if I could. I'm sure I could still do it if I practice it, but I just didn't have time. But that's insane that you fucking were at that. That's so weird. There wasn't even, there was like maybe 400 people, and because we played first, we played as people were coming in.
yeah. Me and my friends were like some of the first people that went in because we like mobbed out like early that morning in line, just like waiting.
That's so sick and random. Well, awesome. Well, thank you for having me.
Yeah, no, thank you so much for coming on and taking the time. It was awesome talking to you, and we cannot wait. Even though we did listen to it, we can't wait until next month for it to come out.
Oh
So,
yeah, I would have given you guys that. I did. I spaced. Yeah, like
oh no, no,
that
you
we had
you
to
did,
press
You
you
out,
sent it
but.
did.
to us.
No,
Oh
you
yeah, I
did.
know. I wish
It's
I gave you a
amazing.
day or two more, but
Oh,
Oh no,
all
no,
right.
it's
we've
fucking
listened
good.
to it
Thank
like
you. I'm
three
glad you
times
like it.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, so
Nice.
awesome. Well, thank you again so much. Hopefully you have a good rest of your evening.
Well, thank you.